Hello everyone and welcome back to the 44 part tutorial of how to model the island. We're continuing with this guy here. So, um, I thought about it, and whatever I described you to do with the handles, I really do suggest that you will do this, unless you don't care that it's just a little bit weird there. Anyway, um, what I'm gonna do here right now is I want to create the pipes to make this thing really go into this well, how it's going to be connected to the indoor air conditioning. So um I may use well, this area here. Basically it's supposed to be in the side, at the sides. So maybe I will take off this part here, these faces. Let's try this. I'm gonna delete these two. Okay, these two guys. Oops, I selected something behind there. I'm gonna delete these faces. Okay, I can even clear this a little bit more and grab these two and delete them. And I'll press 3 just to see this. You see the entry? So from here we will create sort of a plate where it's uh, connecting to two taps. So let's create tap first. Maybe I will bring those back. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna undo that. I'm gonna undo that for a second, and I will leave it that way. Okay, for now. Maybe I will later on bring it back to how it was. So I'm gonna create a tap, and let's use a polygon cylinder. Can move it here, and we can work on this there. Okay, so I'm gonna rotate this like so. I'm gonna do something such as this, scaling it down, bring this into 8 subdivision axes. Let's remove the caps for now. Okay, right click, choose face. Let's grab this face, and well, I'm gonna stretch this a little bit. I'm gonna grab this, control D, duplicate this, rotate this like so, and I'm gonna move it up here and here. Okay, so I don't know if you ever seen on how you need to connect this, but I will show you. So we take these two. I'm gonna, well, make sure you have wireframe shaded open, and I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna take the mesh tools multi-cut tool. Okay, so according to this, according to that one that is crossing vertically, I'm gonna click here in the center. You can hold down the shift and then click here and try to match this over that one. Don't use the shift here. You don't need to use the shift here. And then click here, just as you see it with your camera. Okay. You see it's connecting here, so we will continue there. From here, shift click here, so it will be centered. This will be very helpful. We're gonna do another click here. You can click, hold, and drag it, by the way. And we're gonna do the same. Well, I'm always, not always, but I'm sometimes making it wrong. I'm pressing the wrong item, object. So one here, and then shift click here and right click to close this line. So we created a cut through this shape. We're gonna do the same for the other side. Shift click, well, just click here where it snaps. Don't shift because it won't help you. Right now, when you already set this line, it's not the center anymore, okay? When you set this cut. So we're gonna do this for the other side, that way. Snap it to this one, and then move here, click on this, click and drag, like so, and then click here and right click to cut this. Now that we've done with this, we can grab this one and get rid of it. We can take this one, Control D, duplicate it. Let's first modify center the pivot for it. Switch to rotation tool, hold on the J key, and rotate this that way. Okay. So I'm gonna just isolate it for a second. I'm gonna right click, choose face. I'm gonna get rid of these faces. Okay. Press delete. Unisolate this. Grab this one. Isolate it. Right click. Grab these faces. Shift select these faces. Delete. Unisolate. Both of them are selected. We can grab both of them. Oh, by the way, I've done something wrong. Sorry. Sorry about that. I shouldn't do the entire loop. I'm gonna undo that. Okay. Don't delete those. We need those. Okay. Let's delete only the upper ones on this one. Come on. Delete. And let's unisolate this. Press F8, bring it back to object mode. Let's grab this one, isolate this. We don't need this. Okay. Alright. You can grab both of them. Mesh, combine. Modify, center the pivot. Second. Back. I'm gonna grab these. All here, all these connection points. And I'm gonna do sort of an aggressive merge here. So let's pump this to 5000, 0.0500, sorry. Apply. And let's see if this really worked. I'm gonna grab this vertex. It's pulling out. Let's press 3. Everything looks great. We can press F8, bring it back to object mode. We can also maybe get rid of these two. Maybe we don't need them. I don't know. You know what? I want them to be. I want this to keep them, those two. So I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add 2 edge loops here. Insert edge loop. One here. One there. And one here. And then I will do one here. Switch to scale tool. Straighten it like so, and move it just a little bit like so. We're gonna do the same here. Let's add edge loop here. Switch to scale tool, squeeze it to flatten it, and move it just about so. And same here. Well, bring it back to object mode, shift right click, insert edge loop, scale tool, squeeze it, move it over here. Maybe I need to squeeze it a little bit more. No, that's it. Alright, so we have this. Make sure they don't accidentally overlapping those other edges. Also here, and that's good. So now we can grab this and delete it. We can take this edge, double click on it, click on extrude, switch to scale tool, and do something such as this. Extrude it once more, switch to move tool, lift it up. Okay, at this moment I will add a few edge loops here. So one here, one here, one there, and let's say one here. Okay, and I want to add one more here, but I will need to flatten it, and you will see it's probably gonna, you see it's just overlapping those. So after you flatten it, bring it up to this position, so it's maintaining this corner. If I'll press 3, it should look like this. Okay, nice. So I'm gonna grab this edge, and right now I'm gonna extrude this. Well, you can do either of 2 things, I guess. You can make it like separated parts. This will basically be, you know, the tap, open, close thing. Velvy. So you can either make it two separated parts or one part solid part. I assume that you want something which will be separate. So I'm gonna do one more extrusion, switch to scale tool, do that extrusion, making sure I'm maintaining that corner, and then mesh fill hole. Let's settle with this. Right click, let's grab this, double click on that, okay. Shift right click, duplicate face, press F8 3 times. Control unselect the main body, modify center the pivot for that one, and you want to bring it like so, and you want to go and mesh display reverse the normals, okay. Now the reason I'm doing this is because when I'm going to extrude this one, okay, well, that's not right. Let's undo the reverse. And then let's just mesh tools. Whoa, sorry, extrude. Don't do the reverse. I was trying to help you, and then I did a mistake. Anyway, I was trying to help you avoiding doing it later. So it was like one step forward too much. Anyway, bringing this to that, right click, choose face. Let's grab the inner faces. We don't really need them, but we do need this thing. And I'm gonna scale it back a little bit, bring it up, and I'm gonna extrude it once more. Switch to scale tool, do something such as this, extrude it once more, switch to scale tool, bring it to here, extrude it once more, bring it down, tap on one of those cubes, grab the middle one, and cone it there a little bit like so. Okay, go mesh, fill hole, press F8, bring it back to object mode. Let's grab this, shift right click, insert edge loop, multiple edge loops. Let's add, I don't know, 8, and add 8 for each section here. Yeah, 8 is good. If you remember, when we created the fence for, for the balcony and that thing there. Anyway, we used like equal numbers, like 2, 4, 6. So if I'm selecting here 4, I have these 2 at the side empty. So I will have empty. Now I will do the opposite here. Okay. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe it's not the same, but we shall see. I'm gonna grab these. Sorry, not this one, but that one. This one. That. Let's hope for not making mistake. Anyway, if I will make mistake, I will just simply change it to 7 or 9, and it will get fixed. Oh, that's good. So you see, I started with 2 empty and then go on with this. So this is right. This is correct, and we can. Sorry, 1 second. I tell you. Anyway, this is good. So I'm gonna press F8 and bring it back to object mode, and I'm gonna grab this edge. Control right click edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. Shift right click bevel it. Double click on this one. Double click on that one. We are creating maintained frames. So this is for the entire loop. Okay, 2 loops for the entire loop, and then I will do this once again. Edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. Double click on it, shift right click bevel edge. Sometimes it's already selected, sometimes it's like unselected, so I don't know what's going on there. Okay, like so. And now I'm gonna grab these, and I don't have much of an options here. It's not like the radiators part of the of the air conditioner that I couldn't really, I could had edges in between sections, then I will have much more edges here and it will be so dense that you don't really want to get into this position. This is just a tap and it's already covered with too many edges, geometry, so on. So simply grab these, click extrude, extrude it either outside or either inside. Okay. Then tap on one of those cubes, grab the middle one, and do it a cone, like so. So I'm pressing 3 just to see how it will look. I don't like it right now, so I'm gonna undo one step back, and then I'm gonna click extrude once again, while it's already extruded inside, by the way. No, sorry. Extrude it. Tap on one of those cubes, grab the middle one, and do something like so. Press F8. Again, you can do this otherwise, like outside. I'm gonna add this middle one. Oops. Click on it. Shift right click Bevel Edge. For some reason, Maya got into a sort of bug. I can't really do anything about it, so I can only, like, I can't really, well, I can work this around that way by just adding 2 edges. Press 3, and we will have this. Okay. Now it's not rounded, right? This is the problem. It's not really rounded here, but it sure looks nice that way. Okay. We don't really need to be that. Well, let me press. I'm gonna bring this inside, sit on top of this, and we are good. Okay. Let's take one screw. These are combined, so I'm gonna separate them. I'm gonna take this one, Control D, duplicate it, modify center the pivot, bring this here, switch to rotation tool, hold down the J key, rotate it so it will be horizontal, move this towards here, and I can go and grab this face, add it more mesh poke, press F8, bring it back to object mode, grab this thing, holding down the V key, and try and snap this in there. Okay. Now press F to zoom on this, and I'm gonna move it just a little bit out, like so. So that's cool. You can even scale it down a little bit that way. So we have that ready. I'm gonna grab this face now, click extrude, switch to move tool, move this outside a little bit, switch to rotation tool, add a little bit rotation on that axis only. Extrude it once more, extrude it with this, and add a little bit, switch to rotation tool, and add a little bit rotation, extrude it once more, pull it with this, a little bit more, switch to rotation tool, add this rotation. Once again, this is not a tap. Sorry guys, this is not how it should look like. I already know how it should look like, so I'm gonna grab this, double click on that. Sometimes I'm forgetting stuff. Okay, sorry. Okay, so we have this, and basically this is how it's connected. It doesn't have like banded, well, you know, thingy there. We can add a few edge loops here. Let's add this one. Shift right click, bevel it. Grab this one, edge ring until this edge ring and split. Shift right click, bevel this one. Double click on this one. Double click on this face. Extrude them just a little bit outside, like so, and squeeze them with that a little bit. So we're just adding a little bit of, you know, sort of a detail here. It's not like a must, but it's nice. Let's press 3. Here you go. I want to make a few more edge loops here. So shift right click. Let's add one edge loop here, one edge loop here. I'm not sure about the thickness of this, but hell with it. Let's put it there, this one there, this one here, this one here. My cat is licking her kitten, and what's going on? She's choking every time because she has like those fur balls. So every time I'm getting a little bit paranoid on this. Anyway, this is nice. Let's add another edge loop just to maintain this one. Let's grab this one, extrude it, switch to scale tool, do this. Well, let's do this and then edit mesh, poke. Okay, just to maintain that area. And now no one will see this, okay? No one is going to see the screwing part. And basically this is this is just a little bit hard to create this. I see people getting away with this by creating helix, so you can like create helix. Well, right now you don't really want to do this, but I'm just showing you how I see people work this out. They create helix like so, making it a little bit more dense. So let's say, oopsie, like that. No, sorry. No, wait, coils, a little bit more coils. Putting this like so, switching to that. J key. Okay, I've done the rotation wrong. Anyhow, the radius maybe. Yeah, something about the radius is wrong. Width, let's change it to 0.500. No. Wait. No. I need to see it. Yeah, the weight. More dense that way. I need to make it a little bit more. The radius is just a problem in order to set this correctly. So 0.200 maybe. No, no, no. Let's do 100. Wait. I don't know, the weight was helping me here. Maybe I need to lower this like so. Okay, so you got the idea. It should like picking out from the outside. Let's try to add one more edge here, or maybe two. And if you squeeze this and you're gonna do that, you're gonna move this here. So you sort of have, you can have like this look of that this tab can be screwed something on top of it. Okay, because these are spirals and this is like the helix is like a spiral. Well, not really spiral that, well, you understand me. It's not spiral, but this is sort of a spiral. And I don't know, something here I don't like about this. Maybe let's try less weight here. The width, no, the width is not a problem. Problem is mainly this, the radius. Anyway, you need to tweak it there and make it look a little bit more of like you can get screw like so. I can bring this inside a little bit here. Maybe squeeze it a little bit more. Anyway, you got the idea, right? Something like that, maybe just a little bit bigger, will make it look like it can be it's screwable. Anyway, I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna get back here. I'm gonna create this. I'm gonna double click. Well, let's double click on that. Shift right click, duplicate face. Press F8 3 times. And because this is going to be rounded, I will use this to my advantage, and I will take this one and I will simply extrude it as it is right now. Okay, so the connection won't be circle, it will be this, this shape. I'm gonna grab these, move them here. Maybe I can make it a little bit smaller, it's too big. Wait 1 second, please. Extrude it. Not too much. Let's press 3. Okay. So that way. Then grab this, double click on that. Let's pull it out. I'm gonna press F8. Now, I'm gonna take this edge here, control right click edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. I'm gonna take this one, and do the same, press G. I'm gonna take this and press G. And what I will do here is I'm gonna take these. Okay, let's do it that way. I'm gonna take these, shift, select these. So basically I selected like all those edges, hardened edges. Okay, shift right click, bevel them. You will get something like that. Now, if you may change the friction, you can add one edge, or you can keep it as it is. I advise you to do something like that. And if you want to get away with triangles, you will simply go and grab this edge, control right click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. That way this triangle turns into quads. You can grab this, do the same here, there, and there, and there, and here, and there. Okay, so now this stays circle, this become like that, right? We're gonna add edge loops. Sorry, press F8 to bring it back to object mode. Insert edge loops. No, before that, sorry guys. I'm gonna grab all these vertices here and move them a little bit like so. Outside, you see, outside of that, just a little bit, not too much. I'm gonna press F8, shift right click, insert edge loop. I'm gonna insert edge loop where that ends, like this is starting. And then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna grab this, double click on that, delete. Okay. I'm gonna grab this, and well, you know what? This edge, click extrude, switch to scale tool, squeeze it, move it up like so. Extrude it once again, switch to scale tool, and do something such as this. Okay. Now you know what this is. This is where the pipes, those flexible pipes, I don't know, rubber pipes, are getting connected to. So you don't really need to create this entire thing. You just want to make sure that you have the structure looks like that. I'm going to extrude this. I'm going to extrude this. I'm going to move this inside. I'm going to press F8, bring this like so. Well, modify center to pivot maybe will help here. Bring this here. Now, if you really want, you can change You can bring this like here. Well, sorry, I'm talking about those edges here that I inserted. You can like pull them here, hold down the V key, and then extrude them. Switch to scale tool, scale them like so, and you can connect them. You can extrude it once more, switch to scale tool, do this, go take the target weld tool. Let's connect this edge to this edge. You see, this is why I don't like edge tool to connect like with the edge, but this is also not easy. Target weld tool. Let's connect this one to that one. No one will see this anyway. That, oopsie, and that one. Press F8, bring it back to object mode, insert edge loop. I'm gonna add one edge loop here, maintaining this, maintaining this, especially maintaining this, maintaining this one, maintaining this one, maintaining this one. So this one here should be maintained, sharp, this one and that one. Press 3, you will see what we get. Of course you can work on this even more. I don't know if you want to create like this like I did here with that thing, so you can do it here, but no one will see it anyway, so don't bother too much. Okay, so we have that. Now we have a nice tap. If you really want, maybe make it a little bit thinner than that. Oh, this is going to be like so. So this is nice. Okay, and now just a matter of heading those pipes. So what I will do here is I'm going to grab this, right click, choose vertex, grab this chamfer vertex, grab this, do something like that. Okay, extrude, tap on one of those cubes, make it a little bit smaller, and then extrude, move it outside. This is just so people won't be able to see this. I mean, this area will be stuck into that big heat exchanger, so no one really is going to see this. Let's poke this one, or you can get rid of those faces there and just add one edge loop here to make sure this one is maintained and won't stretch back or something, and one here. Okay, press F8, bring it back to object mode, grab this, mesh, combine, modify, center the pivot, edit, delete by type, history. Guys, delete by history is something you need to do every now and then. Okay, so I usually do it every now and then, but I'm just trying to tell you that it's not like whenever I'm saying, whenever I'm declaring that you need to do this, you need to do this. You can do this whenever you feel that you worked a little bit too much and you don't care about the history. Okay, and mainly, as I said before, at least whenever you know that, okay, like so. See guys, something like that. Let's move this here, Control D to duplicate this one, and move this one here. I'm so happy. This is freaking awesome. If you want, you can grab this one and do something even better than that. Shift right click, insert edge loop. I'm going to insert one, bevel this, grab this one, and grab this one, and instead of trying to do something, mess around with this one, I'm double clicking on these, making something such as that, extruding it, switch to that extrusion that way. Make it, yes, that size. Press F8, shift right click, insert edge loop. Add one, oops, add one edge loop here, one edge loop here. And yeah, I want people to see this neck. So, well, no one will see this basically, but if you're ever gonna, you know, use this for some other model, this will help to show a little bit more, um, you know, detail. All right, press 3, press F8, and now you will understand why I've done this. So I'm gonna stick this back. Okay, like so. Make sure it's not inserted, just there. Control D, duplicate this, move it towards here. Here you go. We have these two nice pipes. Just to enhance things, you can take those screws and make even more screws all over. I don't know, wherever you want. I will suggest at least take this one, Control D, modify, center the pivot, grab it here, move it here. Nah, I will never use Phillips sort of head for this. Anyway, try to do something like this head, like I show you to do this, you know, not rounded area with the hard edges, sort of screw that goes in here. Not really hard to do this. Anyway, so that's awesome. I don't know. I'm gonna take a picture of this. Okay, see you guys. I'll see you in the next part. Bye bye.